For several centuries before Western imperialism, India and China had been flourishing lands. Later, when both countries attained their independence from British imperial rule, they shared a historical nostalgia. India and China viewed each other as fellow Asian countries moving towards a better future, despite their different political systems and ideologies. Several efforts were made to keep the relations between the two nations peaceful, including the signing of the 5 Principles of Peaceful Coexistence or Panchsheel, and the popularization of the slogan Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. However, cracks were beginning to appear in the relationship, and this period of dubious cooperation was disrupted through the 1950s. After the formation of the People's Republic of China in 1949, China announced its occupation of Tibet. India protested this move in a letter proposing negotiations, and tensions were escalated in 1959 when India offered asylum to Dalai Lama. Since then, there have been several altercations between the two countries, but the heart of this conflict lies in an ill-defined, long-disputed border. In 1914, when India was still under British rule, representatives from China, Tibet and Britain met in Shimla to resolve the borders between China and British India. While China refused to accept the proposal, the other two states signed a treaty which led to the establishment of the McMahon Line. As a result of this ambiguity, the two nations have been engaged in a string of conflicts. In October 1962, the Sino-Indian War broke out after Chinese troops infiltrated deep into Indian territory from both the west and east ends of the border. After a month-long standoff in which India faced critical losses, a ceasefire was declared and the Line of Actual Control (LAC) came into being. Small border incidents continued after the war, example, 1967 at the Nathula and Chola mountain passes. In 1975, another less documented face-off between the two armies erupted at Tolungla in present-day Arunachal Pradesh. However, despite these multiple instances of violence, the two nations could not reach a settlement of the border dispute since both had conflicting views about the LAC. A major confrontation happened at the border in 1987 after India announced the formation of Arunachal Pradesh. While it appeared that the situation might lead to a violent conflict, both India and China managed to de-escalate the situation. Between 1993 and 2005, the two nations signed major agreements in an attempt to reach a settlement. The key elements in the 3 agreements signed between 1993 and 2005 was that both sides would deploy minimum forces along the disputed areas and strictly prohibited the use of firearms. Also, that the two sides will resolve the boundary question through peaceful and friendly consultations. By the 2000s, both India and China had witnessed significant economic growth and established their presence in world politics. They were, by now, amongst the biggest trading partners of each other, and perhaps this shift in priority also influenced changes in their foreign policies and thus the stagnancy in talks to resolve the border conflicts. China's foreign policy. A decade into the 2000s, China's market reach and economy had made significant progress. This necessitated change from a foreign policy that now preached hide your strength, bide your time. China began to work actively on its involvement at a global scale. The focus shifted to maintaining diplomatic ties, and China made attempts to assume a leadership position in the neighborhood. The change in policy became more apparent once President Xi Jinping assumed power in 2013. While China did not consider India either an ally or a threat to its ambitions, the country began to express concerns over US developments in the Indo-Pacific region. More so because of India's growing ties with the US. At that end, China began to consolidate its position in Asia by forming ties with India's neighbors. In the past decade, China has strengthened its military and financial ties with Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Pakistan over projects like the Belt and Road Initiative and the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Major Chinese investment is concentrated in hard infrastructure, power, roads, railways, bridges, ports, and airports. But beyond that, China has also expanded to geoeconomics. It is investing in the financial systems of these countries and has committed close to $100 billion to their economies. Moreover, China is now the largest overseas investor in Maldives, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. As China spreads its influence, these policies and their claim over the South China Sea seem to directly impinge with India's interests. They could prove to be a strategic disadvantage, and India's reaction to this has been to push back against these matters. In the past year, China's foreign policy has become evidently more aggressive. This, along with the non-resolution of a mutually agreed LAC, can be seen as the major contributors to the rising tensions between India and China. Let us see some recent conflicts and their impact. India and China share a long border that is approximately 3,440 kilometers long. This border has been divided into three sectors: the eastern, central, and western sides. The overlapping territory has been disputed for several decades now. While Arunachal Pradesh at the eastern border had been the center of conflict in the 1962 war, the central sector had remained largely peaceful till the 2017 clashes on the Doklam Plateau. In the past decades, both India and China have invested in military arsenals along with building infrastructure and situating military outposts along the border. China has carried out massive construction activities, including building new bridges and roads besides housing, to boost its military capability. India, on its end, has been continuously critical about such infrastructural development projects along the LAC in strategic areas. These have resulted in multiple skirmishes between the two countries. The western sector of the India-China border consists of the Himalayan region of Ladakh and border regions of Himachal Pradesh. The Paganso Lake and the Galwan Valley are significant points in this area. While the LAC runs through the former with its territory divided, the Galwan Valley is a strategic location that provides a vantage point for the road towards Daulat Beg Oldi that is being built by India. In June 2020, a violent clash occurred between India and Chinese soldiers. The resultant bloody encounter led to the death of at least 20 Indian soldiers, while China refused to disclose its official details. While the two countries had begun disengagement talks, India banned more than 60 Chinese apps and enforced curbs on Chinese investment and imports. The public sentiment in India was also swayed against China, resulting in a boycott of Chinese companies. Since the sense of distrust between the two countries extends beyond their border disputes, these tensions could have significant consequences in the economic sphere. With the COVID-19 pandemic already affecting economies, this might result in shifted economic dynamics as India aligns with other countries to confront China and create pressure on Beijing. A year after the Galwan Valley confrontation, both the economic fallout and an escalation of this already strained situation from a military viewpoint can prove fatal for the two nations. At this time, it seems that this incident could lead to two eventualities. One, India and China take what might be a final chance at cooperation and peaceful coexistence. Or, with China's rising claims to territorial expansion and India's adamance against this approach, could lead to a clear rivalry between the two countries and perhaps possible future confrontations as well.